evil blanket fish has awoken.
Hey Ragnar, how you doing? Alright. So we're probably not going to be on this one for too long. We just got the epilogue to do and then we're done with it. And then after that we'll be starting Lisa. Alright, let's see if I remember how to play this. It's way too quiet. I don't like this at all. Yeah, so for this epilogue, we have the entire team, even though I think Len is still the only one that can be attacked. The other ones just kind of act on their own. Biggest and possibly most hasty construction in recent human history. London Citadel. I'll be shocked if it actually takes flight like Waltham said. I half expect it to fall apart the moment he tries to lift it off the ground. According to Waltham, the shape and integrity of the structure don't matter so long as it would stand on normal ground. It'll tear a bit of the ground below out and the Citadel core will hold the whole thing together, even generating false gravity to simulate Earth-like conditions. I hope he's right. No sign of the guards, any violence, or even today's crystal shipment. No fiend in the sky either. Brace yourselves nice, they should be inside. It's gonna be funny if this is literally just the final boss fight, and I could have finished this off in like an extra 5 or 10 minutes last week. Almost 750,000 humans frozen in time inside crystals. Noah's idea was frighteningly easy to execute at this scale. When people see the moon stare down at them with giant eyes, they are suddenly willing to listen to anyone who offers them even a single shred of hope. Waltham gave Noah the means to mass-produce the crystallization spell. Once that was done, even a simple soldier could use it on anyone willing. Even after 3 years of sharing my body with him, I still can't read his intentions, but I do trust him. Hey Kaz, how you doing? How many of these people even understood that they may never wake from this state? Did they even consider it, or did they just seek someone who had provided a better option than wait for the end of the world? Hopefully we didn't bring too many crazy ones with us. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a generic design, but it's definitely a design that we've seen other things from. Because this character has only been in the first game as a boss, and then in this game where she's the main character. Not been in here since the first few shipments of humans arrived. This gives me some perspective. Didn't feel real before. Mad plan to freeze humans up and dump them on some new alien world we don't even know exists. What other option do we have? Let's kill these fiends so we can finally actually leave before the moon ends the last vestige of humanity we could salvage. Oh damn, so we're just fighting nothing but fiends now. fraction of the fiend. Okay, so... Crap. There's so much going on in the timeline now, it's harder to keep track. Oh, did he switch? Yeah, the sound design could be better. It's not as bad as Le Grand Legacy. That game, the sound design was... half the game was absent. And the rest was just bad. But, I mean, considering this was made by one person and a composer... But, yeah, the sound design is definitely something that could have been a little better. Hey, Invalid, how you doing? So they are indeed after the Citadel. No doubt they would have used the crystallized humans as fodder for their journey. Down here. Ah, didn't get the status. Let's try again then. He just changed. That didn't do crap. The new one, or did you catch up on the old one? Because I think the new one just came out, right? 5 floors all stocked to the maximum with humans and crystals. Structure can barely hold together. Citadel core better be as good as Waltham said, or this will become the largest mass grave in all its history. For a few days at least. The Richter one? Yeah, I still need to sit down and watch it. I'll probably do that on my day off. Well, it doesn't look like they ever survived long enough for me to actually get a status combo off. I'll probably just go for the higher damage attacks. Josie, stop it! And he doesn't listen at all. He's using his not a scratching post, but he basically uses anything that's cardboard as a scratching post. That's basically what it is. He found some cardboard and started scratching at it. He doesn't listen. I sometimes wonder if his hearing is off, but I know it's not because he comes when I call him for food or anything. He doesn't react when you yell at him. He reacts when you, like, tap him. Like, if you want him to get off of the table or something, you just kind of tap him on the side and he'll get off. And he responds to that. So if you want him to stop doing something, you just kind of tap him a little bit, like push him just lightly. You want him to move to a certain space, you tap it 2 or 3 times. But that's just it. In order for me to get him to stop, I would have to get up, walk over there, and like tap him to get him to stop. He doesn't respond to like yelling at him, except if you're telling him there's food. Well, it's not so much that they don't give a shit so much as that, like, they really only react in ways that will disrupt the status quo. So, like, if they think that what they're doing is going to make their life harder or something to that effect, they'll do it. Like, I remember seeing a show, and this actually does work because I have used it on like my last 3 cats, and it does work. And it's because it's what their mothers do. But essentially, whenever a cat does something that you don't like and you want to punish them for it, like if you yell at them or if you spank them or hit them or do anything like that, they're just going to think you're an asshole. It's not going to translate as they did something wrong. The thing that I saw way back that I use is that you have to ignore them. Now, in order for them to immediately recognize that and know that it's connected to something that they just did that is wrong, you have to constantly give them some kind of attention. So, like, you know, whenever you walk by your cat, or, you know, like a quick little scratch or just behind the ear or saying their name, like just a very quick piece of attention to get them to know that basically that you're always paying attention to them in some small way. Obviously don't disturb them if they're asleep, but if they're awake or something, just anytime you walk by them or if they're looking at you or anything, give them a little acknowledgement, so that when they do something wrong, like say like they're on the table or something, first you pick them up and put them off the table, and then you completely ignore them for like a couple of hours. And then they'll identify that as, oh, he's not giving me any attention because I just did that thing he didn't like. And it works. Because despite what a lot of dog owners will say, cats very much do need not constant attention, but constant, at least, acknowledgement. Well, that's also because cats, like, we didn't force cats to adapt. We force dogs to adapt. Cats just kind of willingly came into human spaces and, you know, kind of initially prove their worth by killing off, you know, pests. But I mean, even now, I mean, there's constantly videos on all of social media of people who are like, you know, I was just walking down this road and this cat came up to me and followed me home, and now I have a cat. Like, that's essentially what happened. Cats just find you and say, I'm yours now. Nothing you can do about it. Yeah. I was about to say, it's not even going to live long enough for me to hit it again. Yeah, I think it was on TikTok, something called it like the planetary cat distribution system. Whenever one of those stories comes up of like someone just out and about and a cat decides to adopt them. I've never bought an umbrella. I also don't have an umbrella, but I've never bought one. I have had umbrellas in the past, despite having never bought one. Damn it. Kind of makes you wonder how umbrella companies stay in business. You steal pens, Kaz? So you're the reason all the banks and offices have to have those little chains on the pen? You were so close. Just one last shipment of humans from the Dawn Empire. We need to end this fiend now. So that's the empty space where the last shipment was supposed to go. I missed that one. If we ever advance technologically to the point that we can have, like, invisible matter, should definitely have people put, like, extra long chains onto pens that's invisible, just to see how many people take them, and their reaction, of course, when they realize it's attached to something. Yeah, I don't know why I even bother trying to do combos. They kill everything before I can get a second shot in. I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to look those videos up because that sounds hilarious. My guard meter hasn't finished refilling. Go away. There we go. Fuck. You know, this had never really come up in the game before the epilogue because it was always just Len by herself. But it looks like if the target that you set to attack dies, it just skips your turn. Like I said, it's not an issue that had come up throughout the rest of the game since she was solo. But now that we got the other 3 knights with us, you know, murdering everything, I'm losing turns. Yeah. Which, like I said, for the main game, wasn't an issue because Len's by herself. So I think it might have been something that popped up when he did this epilogue chapter and didn't foresee. Because this particular game has not been out for that long. It might be, I don't know. This game hasn't been out that long, so it might still be on the list of like bug fixes. Well, it hasn't been complete for that long. It was early access for a bit. But as far as I know, the developer is already working on that 3-part JRPG series that all these 5 games are apparently a prequel to. Seems like the last of them. And I can't see or feel any more of them. Let's hope Waltham found the source before even more arrive. I hope this was enough for you to find the source of this flood. Indeed, I have. The source of these fractures appears to be the moon. I knew it. Where exactly? At one of the edges of the opening. Recall that thing was worshipping the entity inside the moon. Makes sense for it to be hiding there. Yeah, that's great. How do we get there? We can't use the Citadel. I won't have us deliver it to him on a silver platter. I can get you there. Why am I not surprised? The moon is almost entirely a dead rocky shell around an elder god, but there are a few outposts of various alien interests there. He is hiding in one of them. It's weird that they didn't take away the life bars and everything. It's covering up stuff. I could ask Petra. Don't bother. Your connection to that place is not tangible. Even if Petra allowed you to leave that place, it would not work to the rest of you. For the rest of you. I will get you there, and can safely return you here. But once I do so, he will know exactly where I am. We will kill it before it has a chance to send another wave of his fractures. We don't exactly have many options. The last delivery from the Dawn Empire arrived and will be loaded immediately. Once you deal with this threat, we will be activating the Citadel and leave Earth. So I ask you one last time. Knights of the Empire, will you do your duty? Yes, we will. Get yourself ready. Once I send you, there is no turning back. That's like I've basically anytime anybody shows interest in playing these, watching me, I always tell them, like, I got all these on a Steam sale for like $10. Because there's a bundle for all of them, and when they were all on Steam sale, you know, with the Steam sale discount and then the bundle discount on top of it, I got like all of them for slightly less than $10. And probably one of the better $10 I've spent, because I've really enjoyed these games. I'd say the one I enjoyed the least was probably the twin stick shooter, but yeah, other than that, I really liked them all. Let's spend what we got. I'm not even considering going back to that series until Daybreak shows up, and I'm still not 100% about that, because I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Insignificant little pests. Talk a lot of shite, but we killed every single one of your future selves you've thrown at us. Don't think you're in a position to brag. Cretins, those were but feeble fragments of my actual power. I admit I underestimated your ferocity and blessings by that wicked whore Petra. But for you to have the gall and walk right into my domain. I am in the presence of my beloved god, blessed by him. I am at a level none of you can even begin to comprehend. Look pretty feeble compared to the last navigator I killed. You killed nothing. That old king did the killing. You were just a flesh puppet he wore. I should have known he left a part of him behind. No matter, I will deal with him after I kill you all. Here was my ultimatum. Run while you can, because we had just about enough of your parasites leeching on our world. Humanity will not end here, and you certainly won't be the thing that stops us. We will make you wish you were never born. Come to me, knights. Battle awaits us. Hyper-evolved fiend. I think Daybreak is probably about the closest they're gonna come to that. Because I think most of them, I think the main character's in his early 20s, and I think maybe only one of the female characters is I think she's 16, but I mean, it's close. Yep, they're gonna have to make him 17 in the next game, because he's too old to be relatable like Adel. Yeah, we'll go before him. Okay. I'm surprised Nintendo even admitted that. Actually, I take that back. I'm surprised Nintendo even bothered to do the market research to find that out. Damn it. I still got status. Oh, damn, I should have done the super to finish him off. Had a 24 combo. Thing was not playing around. Is everyone alive? Barely. Still got all my limbs. Let's hope this was the last distraction to our plans. The Earth. It's pretty from up here. It sure does. Not get old, even if I was here before. Braggart. Besides, let's go home one final time. Well done, knights. I can barely believe what you have just accomplished. Moment there, I was sure you're gonna abandon us up there. Your image of me is utterly twisted. I do not do things for petty grievances. I need all of you alive for what's to come. Good, because now is the time for your true test. The Citadel core is in your hands. Alfred Waltham, or rather, Old King Alfred, take responsibility for the empire you gave birth to. Take responsibility for the empire you once founded and help us save as much of humanity as possible. Serve your empire, like you once did so long ago. I will. I will find us a new home. You have my word. Next day, the Citadel of London takes flight. 3 days later, all life on Earth experiences their final moments as chunks of the moon's crust violently crash into Earth. Just 72 hours after the crash, there is not a single living cell on the planet. Most of the atmosphere evaporates. The very crust of the planet turned to a hot liquid. Earth becomes just another dead world in the solar system humanity called its home. However, the Citadel of London, holding a skeleton crew of 127, and 750,238 humans encased in crystal, slumbering in a death-like sleep, sets off to sail the depths of space in search of a new home for the survivors. What became of them, however, is another story entirely. So that's the end of the Skautfold series. And apparently the prologue to the Grandsire series, which the developer's working on. End of that.